Been here before. The fire escapes at the back in there, down the metal stairs, and there's one at the back of the other room as well, in the event of an emergency. And the muster point is at the end of the car park on the corner of Tyter Drive. Have to do that. Okay. First of all, I'd like to start by livening you all up and asking you all, players, to give your parents a round of applause, and parents to give your players a round of applause at the end of a great season. Thank you very much. Okay, as you may, I hope you do know, this year Lower Hutt has been in partnership with the Phoenix to develop the football club and provide the Phoenix with a base here in Wellington. And to talk about our partnership and our plans for the future, I'd like to introduce you to Paul Temple, who's the director of the Phoenix Academy. Paul.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you here. I spoke before at the junior prize giving, so apologies if anyone's hearing me twice in one day. But I think the biggest message that I'd like to get across to everyone is, this year we've had the start of a partnership between the Wellington Phoenix Academy and Lower Hutt, and the year's gone really, really well. I guess the top end of the club in terms of the senior teams, the first team, Cap 1, Cap 3 teams, plus the 17As, has all been kind of fed mainly by the Phoenix Academy players. But what was really great was we were able to get 6 players originally from Lower Hutt integrated into our program this year. So 2 of those played in the first team, and a number of them played in the 17th grade, and then we had a few playing in the Cap 3, Cap 1 team as well. So we're able to get the talent that was already here at Lower Hutt and integrate that into a full-time Phoenix program, and they've been part of our program now for the whole winter. So hopefully for some of you boys sitting in the room, that's something that we could do with you guys moving forward. And so we're looking to kind of keep that integration between the Phoenix and Lower Hutt really tight. And what we want to try and do is provide an elite pathway for guys that sit in the room that want that. Not every single footballer wants to be a professional. Most of you will be playing for the love and enjoyment of the game, which is fantastic, and you'll always be able to do that. But for those that want, I guess, a little bit extra in terms of finding that next level up, the partnership with the Phoenix Academy enables you to do that right here without leaving your local club and without leaving the hut, and it's right here on your doorstep. Our office is literally just down the corridor here. So we're based in this building, and you'll see a lot of us will be training out on the turf, and I recognise a few faces. We'll sort of cross paths a little bit. So what we want to try and do is integrate more and more as the years go on. So if you see us around in the hallways or downstairs or out on the turf, come say hello. If you see any of the academy boys training, come and say hello and introduce yourself, and we'll sort of get to know everyone as we move forward. Over the summer months, we're going to be running a skill centre, and so for those of you that are in the 12th grade, that's open to you. So it's from 9 to 12-year-olds, and that's going to be free. So it's kind of free training with the Phoenix guys over the summer, so you can come and get yourself involved in that. And we're about 95% there in terms of confirming a TDP licence for next year's youth programme. So what that means is Capital Football giving out talent development programme licences. There isn't one in the Hutt Valley at the moment. Most of those are in the city. But with Simon and ourselves, we've applied for a licence next year, and we're almost there in sort of getting that confirmed, which means for 13, 14, 15th grade, next season we'll be able to enter into a talent development programme in the Capital Football competitions, and it gives everybody an extended season for those that want it, and enables you to build into a talent development programme here at Lower Hutt. So it's really exciting. We've got some really cool things happening at the club. We've got some cool things happening at the Phoenix, and we can get access to those 2 things. All right, so we want to try and make that partnership as close as possible moving forward, and we want to try and integrate some of you guys into the program that we're running. Okay, so hopefully a few of you are a little bit excited about that and might think that next year could be a year that you can integrate into that program, which we'd love to be a part of, and we'll continue to work with Simon and the club to ensure that we have a good relationship moving forward in all spaces of the club, not just the elite top end as well. All right, so congratulations everyone on your seasons. I know some of you are still going and training, so it's great to see. I hope you had a really enjoyable year. Enjoy the rest of your prize giving, and hopefully we'll see more of you around. Thanks.
Thanks, Paul. Very exciting time to be involved in Lower Hutt City. You may be wondering what this is all about. 1921 was the year that the first football club associated with this was formed. So what does that mean? That's going to be 2021. 100 years. Well done, that man. Twice as old as me, if you can believe that. So there'll be lots happening of the club over the next couple of years as we head towards the 2021 celebrations. Anyway, we're here today to celebrate your guys' season, and the protocols for today will be the same as we did in the gym, except it's a much nicer carpet. I will call the teams up. I'll call the coach up. The coach, if you can bring your team up and arrange over that side of the room. The coach can then give us a summary of your season, the highlights, and then present the 2 awards to the nominated players within your team. Straightforward. Let's go. Cameron, could you bring your team up, please? The 12th grade Lhfc Bakery.
Have you got your speech?
Can you listen over there? Right. Right. Sorry, just 21st century, just wrote a quick one on the phone instead of pen and paper. So, what a great season for these boys here, the 12th grade Lhfc Bakery. Okay, off to a rough start, only having 4, maybe 5 players the first couple trainings, mixing in with the 11s, and eventually we got, not everyone here today, but we got up to 11 and a really strong group of boys. They bonded strongly, and first game was a 7-1 win, and we're up and running, and we thought we can do something with the season, eh? Yeah. Really good start, really good energy in the team at trainings and stuff. Throughout the season, we struggled to close some of the close games and stuff. So giving away 2-0, 1-0 leads at half time to lose 3-2, 4-3 and stuff. But we pushed on, and to finish with 3 wins out of our last 4 games, 3 wins and a draw was pretty good. From the boys to stay together, keep training hard, keep working on stuff, and the results showed throughout the season, so that's really good. As a first-time coach, the boys made the season really, really enjoyable. Loved every minute of it, even when we didn't have numbers for training and stuff. Cancel some of them. But yeah, games were outstanding and stuff. Loved being on the sidelines, cheering you guys on, helping you out where I could, and we did really well working together, and hopefully we've made some good friendships for ones that weren't already there before. But now for the difficult bit of the season, you have to pick 2 players out of 11 really good ones to get 2 different awards. So, for most improved player, the man that received this award earned it through his willingness to learn, always asking questions and stuff at training and at games, trying to work out what he can do better, what he can improve on, what he's doing wrong and stuff. And I love that in a player, okay? It's awesome to see. Yeah, a strong performances in every game, even the ones that he missed if he wasn't there. Well done, Ben. Okay, and on to most valuable player. Very strong nominees for this one. I think everyone in the team put up a really good fight and stuff, just throughout the season, the trainings and stuff. Everyone showing up to training ready to go. This man just took it a little bit higher through all the trainings and stuff, just turned up on time, ready to go, and that showed in the games. His drive to win was just next level. I've never seen a kid, 12-year-old, have this much passion for the game, even after crying after we lost. So, well done, Ashton. Yeah, Unfortunately, I won't be doing it next season as I'm off away to Europe. So hopefully you guys have a good season next year and you continue to play for Lower Hutt. Okay, so well done. Good work.
Thanks, Cameron. Great stuff, guys.
How many times did you do that in Perth?
Next team up, we have the 13th grade, Jaden and G.
So this season, I got the pleasure of taking these boys, the 13th grade team, for the season, for my first season coaching, and it was an interesting experience, and I learned a lot from it. I just want to start by giving a big thank you to the parents, and especially to Blair Smith for refereeing all the home games. It was a huge help having that, and meant that I could take the team. It's been an awesome season for these guys. We started with a tough game at Petone, and I went away and had a rethink with what we had to do, and we ended up staying in our grade, which was the C grade, and it was tough. We played a lot of good teams, but these boys never faltered in their work efforts at training, and always wanted to come and learn. And that was the main thing of this season. We learned a lot, and we got right through to the last game of the season. Was our final at Karori, and we won very comfortably and played probably the best footballing game of our season. So that was really awesome to see us put everything together that we've been learning throughout the season into that final game. So yeah, the tough part, choosing someone for most improved and player of the year, because I could have given these awards to any of these boys. The effort that they showed me and the respect and just everything at training was fantastic. And so my most improved player is a guy who shows what it means to be a most improved player. He turned up to training on time, was kicking the ball around, wasn't shooting it at the goal all the time, went and passed it around, and always asking me questions how he can improve, and always listening. So my most improved player goes to Eamon Smith.
What do you say?
So Eamon, he played centre midfield for me, which is my position, and so I was able to see what he had to work on, and he worked on all that stuff for me. And in the last game of the season, I've never seen a 13-year-old run so much, making it from box to box. It's our first year playing on a full-size field, so it's a tough one for these boys, and Eamon was fantastic. So my most valuable player is a guy who played a whole lot of minutes for me, played in a lot of different positions, scored goals, defended goals, and I think he'll go very far as a footballer, and that goes to Sahab.